Well, hello. Today I want to talk to you about a very important kingdom word, and that word is compassion. So today I'd like to contrast the compassion of God versus the compassion of men. So to do that, I'm going to tell you two biblical Old Testament stories. The first story is found in 2 Samuel chapter 24. So let me tell you what happened. King David, got really full of himself and fell into pride. He wanted everybody to know how large his army was and how many people he had following him. So he carried out a census. He counted all the people. Well, that really angered God at him. So God sent a prophet named Gad to David and basically gave him three choices. I'm going to discipline you. You have three ways to be disciplined. You choose. This is the text. When David rose early in the morning, the word of the Lord came to the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, "Go and speak to David, thus says the Lord. I am offering you three things. Choose for yourself one of them, which I may do to you." So Gad came to David and told him and said to him, "Shall 7 years of famine come to you in your land? Or will you flee 3 months before your foes while they pursue you? Or shall there be 3 days of pestilence in the land? Now consider and see what answer I shall return to him who sent me." Listen to the words of David, because this is the key. David said to Gad, "I am in great distress. Let us now fall into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great. But do not let me fall into the hand of man." So David understands and knows the distinction between the mercies of God and compassions of God versus the compassion of men. So let me get to the other story, the story of Jonah. You know his story, I'm sure. God sends Jonah this direction to go preach to the Ninevites, people of Nineveh, and he goes the opposite direction, disobedience. They throw him off the ship into the sea. The great fish swallows him up, coughs him up on the land of Nineveh. He goes through, he preaches the city about the love of God. Everybody gets saved, and then he goes up and he kind of moans and bemoans life. He wants to die because God was so good and compassionate to the people. So then God gives him a plant, and then the plant dies, and he's all bummed out about that. It says, the end, chapter 4, verse 9 says, "Then God said to Jonah, 'Do you have good reason to be angry about the plant?' And he said, 'I have a good reason to be angry, even unto death.' And the Lord said to him, 'You have compassion on the plant, for which you did not work, which you did not cause to grow, which came up overnight and perished overnight? Should I not have compassion on Nineveh, a great city in which are there more than 120,000 persons who do not know the difference between the right and the left hand, as well as animals?'" What is he saying? God has more compassion than men, always, every day, all the time. So today I'm going to ask you to ask God to give you his compassion, and not to have your heart full of your own personal, manly or womanly kind of compassion, but to seek to be a purveyor and conduit, if you will, of the compassion of God. Have a good day.